Hello and welcome to the first episode of the FIFA Career Mode that I'm doing on the Cali Sunset Gaming channel. We're going with Chelsea. The boys. So, for good luck, I've got the Chelsea shirt on from the year I was born. As you do. Got it tucked in. Respect the game. What I'm going to do is just quickly go through the settings that I've got on here, just to let you know the sort of vibe I'm going to be going with. So we've got match difficulty down as ultimate. Yeah, that's right. We've got the half length at 5 minutes, obviously Sterling. International job offers, disable those for this gameplay, I think. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable the transfer window, and just like in real life, Chelsea have got the opportunity to transfer during January, so we'll see how we go. And also I've got the European competitions enabled as well. So let's get going with Chelsea. So, unknown manager appointed. Chelsea today unveiled their new manager, S. Heather, to the press. Big things are going to be happening. So we got all the updates, latest squads. On top of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how long I can go without making any transfers at all. Try and bring up the youth, similar to what Lampard's doing in real life at this current time. So we'll see how we get on. Decline to participate. Let's not waste any time. So also, I've taken off the buffers that you can get at the start of the campaign, or the career mode even. So taken off the 60% increase in budget. Don't need that. Also, they're hiring a top scout. I've already got the talent. I've got the talent. I don't need that. Waste of time. Get out my face. So, let's have a look at the expectations, what the board want me to achieve. Shirt sales. Get rid of that. First scout report has arrived. Well, the January transfer window is when we might be looking. At this current time, we're not going to be looking over the summer. So, I'll leave the scout on red and delete his email. Introducing another scout. Yep, no, scouts, I can help you. I'll leave him on red as well. Our visions and expectations. Go on then. Come on. What we got? Youth development. Sign one player in the youth academy assigned to the midfielder position. He won't get a sniff. Brand exposure. Easy enough. Reach the semi-final of the Champions League. Alright. Domestic success. Reach the semi-final of the FA Cup. That's more like it. Finish in the Champions League spot. You know, Lampard's the boy, but if he can go towards achieving it, then I'm down. Within 2 seasons, increase the club worth of your club by 15%. Give that a go. Delete that. I'm wasting my time. So let's have a look at the squad. At this current time, we're going with a 4-4-1-1. Straight away, I'm going to change that. It needs to be much more aggressive. Kante in that holding role, big fan of that. Ross Barkley possibly is a centre attacking mid. You know what? In real life, Kovacic has been playing really well. I know usually he's a centre midfield player, but we'll try him in that attacking role, see how he does. Mason Mount, obviously, he is the boy. Pusic out on the left is a good shout. Willian out on the right. Yeah. I want to bring Dave into the middle purely for the fact that in real life at the start of the season he didn't really have the legs. I want a big fan of that. I'm gonna put Reece James out as right back. Aspilicueta in the middle. Tomori, I'll leave him on the bench. Gilmer, Loftus-Cheek. A lot of players that have got the capability of playing that holding role, I think. I'm hoping we can sort of mould Gilmer and Loftus-Cheek into players that, you know, adopt the Kante role, or the Makelele role, as I like to call it. And then, yeah, I reckon that's a pretty good formation. Obviously, the boy up front, the boy up front, Tammy. No messing about. Save those changes, thank you. So if I remember correctly, it's Manchester United first game of the season. In real life we lost. I don't want to talk about it. Let's not talk about that. Transfer offer for Alonso straight away. You know what? I'm going to accept that offer. Alonso, you've done well for this club. I mean, under me, you've not done anything at all. But for this club in general, you've done pretty well. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to go. Earn me some dollar. Espilicueta, greetings, boss. Dave, it's nice to meet you. Send my regards to the rest of the squad because I ain't got time. I'm too busy simulating days. What I would like to do is we'll do 2 games a month. I'll play one, simulate one, play one, simulate one. And then if we've got any more, then we'll just sort of see how we go. So media's gathering in the press room. Let's get our first press conference out of the way.
Thanks for waiting.
Pretty accurate likeness, if I do say so myself. How are the preparations going? We're simulating hard every single day. Can the team handle the pressure to qualify for the Champions League? Pressure's on. Vital for the club. Been very active in the transfer market. Oh yeah, it's because it's disabled. We're good all over the pitch. Good all over the pitch, son. Okay, so first game of the season, Manchester United. Going to stick with the formation. Kante in that holding role. So I don't know what it's going to be like in terms of if I'll get pulled for using the graphics of the Premier League startup. So what I'll do is I'll skip that and then I'll go onto the pause menu and just give you a breakdown of what teams are lining up. So Manchester United line up like this. They've got James up front. Hey? Rashford out on the left, Lingard as a centre attacking midfielder with Juan Mata on the right. Got Pogba and Matic in the holding positions with Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka as their back four. Obviously David De Gea in goal. And my lineup is the same as what I showed you in the main menu. So Tammy up front, Mason Mount and Kovacic in the centre attacking midfield roles. Puselic and Willian out wide. Kante in the holding role. Emerson, Zuma, Dave and James at the back with Kepa in goal. Emerson, slow build-up play. Mason Mount tries to play it through to William, but it's a sloppy ball. James up front on his own there. They've tried to play a ball through to Juan Mata. Mason Mount gets clear and Puselic will get hold of it. He'll feed Mason Mount, who will then pass it through to Emerson. Kante takes a shot, just bounces straight off a defender. James there with the scissor kick straight over to Emerson. Emerson's got a track back here. Kante will cover. Wan-Bissaka still ends up with the ball somehow. We'll get across him, but Azpilicueta will clear. Mason Mount bullied off the ball there. Tries to get it back, but Pogba now charges at Chelsea's back four. And he's managed to get goal side. Straight down Kepa's throat. No worries. Great bit of play there. Pulisic plays it through. Oh, and it's too easy. It's 1-0. Tammy Abraham. He was just lining up, ready for his dinner. 1-0 Chelsea. Made it look easy. Lots of space down there. Played it through to Mason Mount. Just stroke it in the bottom corner. No problem. Easy as you like. 1-0 Chelsea. Half time. At a theatre of dreams. And it's dreamland for Chelsea. There. Oh, William with a strike. Gets deflected a bit. He got the opportunity to pull off a strike and absolutely fizzed it straight at De Gea. ball in there by Willian. Straight back out. Pop with the ball through there. Rashford will take it. Gets dispossessed, but he manages to somehow worm a ball through. Lingard with a shot, and it's out for a corner. Mata with the ball in. Straight out. And it'll go out for a Manchester United throw. James gives it to Zuma. Oh, and it's not a foul. Lingard dispossesses Kante, and Manchester United are on the break. Mata through. And he plays it to Greenwood. Oh, this is saved by Kepa. Oh. And it's back to Greenwood, who plays it through. And again, Kepa saves. Manchester United knocking on the door. Out. Emerson takes the ball off. Pogba and Chelsea can possibly move. It's out for a throw instead. Matic coming off the pitch. Mason Mount, the ball cross field through to James. Kovacic takes the ball and he'll play it through to Willian, who's got a bit of space. And again, it's Tammy there, not being picked up. Two men around him just watching. A goal literally mirroring the first. And it was Willian who made all the space, and Tammy just took a step back, dinked it in, no problem. 2 goals for him on the opening day of the season. Look at him, falling all over the place. Sold them both kippers, and that is it. That's the final whistle. Opening day of the season. Chelsea managed to pull off a victory, and it's a debut victory for Stephen Ever as the new Chelsea manager.
Just a couple of questions for you.
So we'll do the post-match interview. See what the interviewers have got to say about the performance. Special win to beat Manchester United. How do you comment? We can't let it get to our heads. First game of the season. I mean, in real life, Manchester United beat us. Now look at him. He's at the wheel. Win, 2 goals scored by Chelsea. Do you think the game could have gone the other way today? We could have scored more, I'll be honest with you. I'm not messing about. Not here to make friends. I'm here to win the league.
Thank you.
Next up, we have the final of the UEFA Super Cup. This is probably a game that I'm going to play as well, actually. Just because it's a final, I think we'll make an exception. We'll play this game rather than simulating it. It'd be good to play against Liverpool early in the season just to see what they're about. Okay, so here we are for the UEFA Super Cup. Liverpool versus Chelsea. I'll show you the lineup and the changes that I've made. So we've got Tammy that's still up front. We've got Mason Mount, and we've taken out Kovacic and we've put Barkley in his place. Got Willian, Kante and Pulisic in the back, just sort of covering the wings and the defensive mid. And then we've got Emerson, Zuma, Azpilicueta and James, and then Kepa in goal. Liverpool have gone with the formation that they emulate in real life. Robertson, Van Dijk, Matip and Alexander-Arnold at the back. Fabinho in the holding role with Wijnaldum and Henderson playing centre mid. And we've got Salah and Mane either wing, with Roberto Firmino playing a dropped back centre forward. So let's see how we get on with this. Liverpool are notoriously difficult to play on this game. So fast. Still got it. He'll play it through to the back. Pulisic. Oh my God, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Willian somehow finishes with that goal. I don't know how that's come about. Absolutely fell apart at the back. I've absolutely snatched one. And Pulisic gets into a scrap with, I think it's Matip, and yeah, Matip skids on his knickers and just boots it straight past Becker. I'll take that, sir. No VAR needed for that. Get your head down. Ball in by Willian. Zuma's there with the header. Oh my God, it's cleared off the line. Oh, I'll tell you what, Liverpool at 6s and 7s at the minute. They do not have a clue what's going on. He's not getting past Matip there. Matip gives it straight to Zuma, who plays it through to Pulisic. Willian will run with it. He's got a lot of space here. And it's Willian. And it's 2-0. We're 18 minutes in. (2-0) Chelsea. Running riot. Just ran straight through the back four there. No one dared put a foot in. Willian gets his goal. That's it. 2-0 Chelsea. He's initiated a break. Wijnaldum with a step overs. Mane. He's through again, and he's given it to Mohamed Salah. Mo Salah. Absolutely furious. But the whistle goes for the half-time. Get your oranges down, you lads. We're not finished. They are so dangerous, though. Mount plays it through to Tammy, who's fouled there. Big Virgil van Dijk. It's got to be a card, come on. I agree. Oh, get out of it. Card all day. Nutcase. Forward. He's got Mane on his shoulder. And he's managed to slink away from him. And he's played Mason Mount through. And I believe it's a penalty. Robertson with the tackle on Mason Mount. Bit of afters. Referee's not going to card him. But yeah, that's a penalty all day. Actually, I'd possibly say it's free. Jurgen Klopp is absolutely furious. Tammy Abraham steps up. And it's in. Tammy Abraham sends Chelsea 3-1 up. Well placed in the top right hand corner. It's a fantastic penalty. Sent Alisson the wrong way. See you, son. Don't forget to write me a postcard. We get going again. 3-1 Chelsea. Starting to get a bit comfortable now. Liverpool are still going to have a major share of possession, but I'm quite confident we should be able to pull it off. Sadio's got so much space on that wing, it's unreal. Out! Emerson gets it. Can initiate a break from here. He plays it through. Mason Mount's got space. He should be able to find Pulisic in the middle. Goes out for a corner. The wall, Van Dijk knocking it out of play. I've made a substitution. Bit of a weird one, I know, but again, I like the idea of these players that are fast in an attacking role. So what I've done is I've taken Mason Mount off, who's played fantastic today, and I've brought on Callum Hudson-Odoi to play centre attacking mid alongside Pulisic. Ball in by Willian. Tammy's there. A glancing header past the post. Inches in that there. I think Robertson would have had that covered. Callum Hudson-Odoi gets his first touches of the ball. Oh, it's a great bit of play there. Oh, wow. And Pedro's managed to break through. And it's 4-1. Pedro scored. Just a bow. Thanking the crowd for coming out. Nice shot of the groin of the crowd there. Brilliant. Love that. Family friendly. But it's just a ball we played straight through. We've caught Liverpool on the heels, going too far forward to attack. Matip versus Willian and Pedro. There's only going to be one set of winners. Pedro strokes it bottom corner. Hudson-Odoi's got a bit of space here and he's full of energy. Oh, surely that's another foul. Come on. He's... A yellow card. Oh, some of these choices. I'll be having words with the referee after this game, I think. Jurgen Klopp surprised. Somehow. I don't know why. He's taken Fabinho off. Brought on James Milner. Old faithful. Willian drills a ball in. Pedro with a header. Spoonhead. Not a chance that's going in a million years. Shuts that out. And there we have it. First bit of silverware of the season for Steve Heather on the table. And I take it. I snatch it. Fantastic performance. Liverpool didn't show up. Were they bothered? Probably not. I was. Championes, championes. Ole, ole, ole. N'Golo played well today. Difficult to dominate the midfield when it's 1v2, but we managed to pull it off. Dave lifting the trophy. First bit of silverware. We are mad for it. Okay, so those two initial games out of the way. And move on now. And we have Leicester as the next game. So what I'll do is I'll simulate these next two games just to see how we get on. Pedro saying he's been in pretty good form. He wants to play. I'll throw you a bone, son. See what you got. For players like Pedro, like Callum Hudson-Odoi, obviously we don't have left wing, right wing. We've got to sort of adapt him. So I'm going to try Christensen in his first game for Chelsea as well as Alonso replacing Emerson. See how that goes. 1-1, can't complain. So Pedro, obviously not happy with his own performance. Thanks for letting me play. Don't blame yourself. He's a veteran, so got to let him off. Because of Pedro's performance, I think what we'll do is we'll take him off. We'll give the opportunity to Callum Hudson-Odoi to make an impression. And again, we will swap Barkley for Kovacic. Simulate this one, see how it goes. 3-0 Chelsea. I like that. Jorginho comes off the bench to get a goal, as well as Callum Hudson-Odoi and Mason Mount. Absolutely love that. So, you know what? In terms of starting a FIFA Career Mode, that's a pretty good start to me. Third in the table, Liverpool first. Not surprising. And we'll simulate forward. The only thing that annoys me a little bit about the simulations on FIFA is the fact that it just skips. There's no sort of like progression. Not too bothered about getting involved in the game. I've never liked that idea, but I like it as it progresses. You see the other teams playing. I'd like that, but they just sort of remove that element. I don't know why they did that. In terms of this first episode, what we'll do is we'll leave it there for now. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for that. If you've got any ideas in terms of how I could possibly edit the formation, or where you think some of the players would be good, or how I can start bleeding in some of the youth, let me know. I'll be more than happy to give it a go. But thank you so much for joining me. Click the subscription button at the bottom just so you can get updates in terms of when I'm going to be releasing videos. I'll try and do one of these at least a week, maybe try and get 2 in a week just to keep the momentum going. Also, if you hit that notification bell, you can get an alert every time I release a new video. I appreciate your time, and hopefully I'll see you again on Cali Sunset Gaming.